All right, so I'm playing another one of my great all-time favorite commercials, and I'm going to talk about it right now.
Welcome to the PGA National Resort and Spa in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The only resort in Florida with 5 golf courses. Oh, did we not mention the bear trap? Do you have what it takes to face the fear? Bring your clubs and your best balls. The PGA National Resort and Spa.
So what happens when you start drinking with the marketing director at a resort? Well, you come up with some great ideas. So one of those ideas is, well, a bear. Now you might be thinking to yourself, a bear? What does a bear have to do with the PGA? Well, apparently at PGA National, there is a set of 3 holes, and I'm not really a golfer, that's called the bear trap. So here I am, right? This was a few years ago. Proud of myself, proud of the work I do and Mars Vision can do in marketing videos. And I'm like, why don't you just get a real bear? Get a real bear on your golf course to highlight your bear trap. And I was like, we can do that. I'm thinking, A, they're never gonna spend the money, right? So I don't have to worry about it. And B, they're just never gonna do it because that's a wild and crazy idea, right? So, but I was really, forcible or convincible, whatever you want to call that word. What is it called? Convincing, there you go, convincing. I was very convincing. So after a couple beers, I said, yeah, you should get a bear. It'd be cool, the bear could come out next to the bronze bear and it could do some cool things and everybody would love it. And so I left because I was actually there doing kind of a ho-hum video for resorts, oh, check out the spa, check out the pool, oh, amenities. All video guys have done that. So anyways, a couple days go by and she gets to talking to other people and call me back like, hey, can you put a quote together for the bear shoot? I'm like, yeah, I guess I could. I'm like, can you put together a quote? I'm like, man, she's really serious. So I'm thinking to myself, crap, I gotta find out how much a bear is gonna cost. I have no idea, right? But whatever, how much can a bear cost, right? I mean, you see them in Hollywood, you see them in other movies, right? Bears happen to be in commercials. And so the Rosaires, which is Big Cat Habitat, has bears, and I'm thinking I'll call them over there. I call them and I'm like, no, nobody calls me back. They're not interested. I was like, okay. So I start Googling, because that's what you do. I need a bear. So I Google and find this bear place in Wyoming. I call Wyoming. The guy goes, I'm in Wyoming. I'm like, how much to a bear to get down? I go, oh, that's a lot of money. But you know what? I gotta know a guy. I'm like, know a guy? So apparently, if you own bears, right, you know other people that own bears. It's a very small knit community. So he recommended this person out of Naples who goes in fairs and, does the whole fair circuit with, these are my bears and they're great and they don't harm people and they're lovely animals and we should take care of them, which is great. Total nature stuff, that's his fair circuit. So I call him up, it's like, hey, I need a bear. I need a bear on this golf course. And so he goes, why? Well, because they have, a bronze bear, it's called the bear trap, PGA National Bear, you just need one. He's like, all right, so he quoted me a price. I was like, okay, X price, right? And so I called the client back, thinking, man, I really don't want to do this because it's a lot of work. Plus, I don't know, I've never directed a bear. I'm not an expert, whatever. And so he quoted me X, and I quoted the client 5X, right? So 5X, 1X, 5X, and I'm thinking, I'm going, oh, that's too much, and the phone was gonna just, right? So they go, sounds great. Damn, I'm directing a bear spot. Holy crap. So apparently, the first thing they're all concerned about was insurance. Whatever. So, how many people does a bear have to eat, right, before you really get insurance? Like a million? If a bear eats one person, is that worth $1 million? To Morgan & Morgan? So apparently they made me get a $5 million rider for my insurance policy. So I had to call the insurance policy guy and I'm like, hey, I'm doing the bear shooting. And I'm like, what? Yeah, just do it. So that cost me some money. So now I have $5 million bear insurance, and now we've got the thing scheduled up. I got my crew ready to go, and the whole idea was we're gonna have some people on the golf course, and the bear was gonna come up and go, oh my God, there's a bear, and bring your best balls and face the bear trap. It was clever, kind of of course, that's the script you'd come up with if you're drinking beers at the bar, right? So far, this is what's going on. We have it all ready to go. And now we're setting down, we get down there, and now we have a safety meeting. Because now we gotta block off around the hole where this bear is gonna be. And like, we have like degrees of like, I don't know, space, so that if the bear escapes, we can run away. Whatever, like, I really wasn't that concerned because A, that's not my problem. That's the bear's handler's problem. If like a bear eats somebody, I think that's on him. I mean, it might be on me too, but technically, he was in charge of the bears. And are you really ever in charge of a bear? Probably not. So, here we go. We're down there, safety meeting, blah, 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 blah. Bears should not eat people. We need to be safe about our clients. And of course, the PGA golf course is still open. All the guests are there. I was like, sure, whatever. All right, sounds great. Morning comes, right? Guy comes out, and we have this huge double wide trailer. I should have recorded this, right? Because the first thing, we're coming early in the morning, right? It's like 7 in the morning, we're getting started at the golf course. And all of a sudden, this trailer's going. It's a double wide, like horse trail that's rocking from side to side. Well, apparently, that's just the bear scratching himself. So the bear's name is Tonk. He's a grizzly bear, 750-pound grizzly bear. This bear, when he sits on his ass, he's looking you dead in the eye. Dead in the eye, dead in the eye, right? So now, he scratched himself. Client's there, it's like, is that okay? I'm like, I don't know if it's okay. I'm not the bear person. Oh yeah, no problem. Bear Tonk, he's just scratching himself, you know, nom, 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 nom. You know, I was like, all right. So now, part of their liability is they have to bring out a little bit of this wire, right? Electric fence. It's not electric fence, it's as thin as like, I don't know, the smallest wire you can think of, like from your Christmas lights, on a little 18-inch stake, and they put this little wire around the place we're gonna be filming, thinking this little wire is gonna stop this bear, because it's an electric shock fence, right? Right. It's just because they try, right? So we put this huge wire out, we let the bear out, but oh, let me back up. So before we let the bear out, oh, by the way, when you hire this guy, he comes with not one bear, but 3 bears. He had one grizzly at the time and two black bears, which is kind of cool. You get like more bang for your money, right? So check it out. I got these 3 bears on this golf course. But we had a safety meeting for the crew right before we start. And the bear guy, which probably is the guy you want to listen to with safety, right? He goes, whatever you do, don't eat any food in front of the bear, right? Like just don't be eating food. It's like that makes sense, right? And it's in the morning, right? And like we just heard this not, I don't know, 10 seconds ago. And so when the bear comes out, guess who? I got a PA that we hired locally in Miami. As soon as the bear comes out, I look around to and he's literally taking a donut, like a jelly-filled donut, drinking coffee. And I looked at it, I'm like, dude, man. He's like, and he just calls me, he catches himself. Oh shit, I'm eating for the one thing that said not to do. I'm eating food right in front of the freaking bear. Yeah, don't eat the food in front of the bear, bro. Just don't do it. Anyways, that was pretty funny. So he had to go slither away before the bear find out that he had a jelly donut. So we get the bear out there, and now here's the secret to directing the bear. I'm gonna tell you the secret to directing the bear. You freaking don't direct the bear. You just don't, because the bear's gonna kind of do sort of what you want, but not really. And apparently, if you want a bear to do things, you gotta have to have honey and marshmallows. This guy had honey and marshmallows, and he made some cool stuff happen. So what basically, here we have the bear coming out, and we have my client hiding behind a tree, the marketing director. It's okay. And so the whole idea was the bear was supposed to walk from one point to the other point, and basically 2 pieces of wood, and the trainer's over here, and then the bear's over here, and he's got some marshmallows, big, juicy, sugary marshmallows, the same kind of marshmallows you know you can get any 4-year-old kid to come to you, even if the kid's not yours or whatever. Total kidnap food, right? Works for a bear as well. So now you got the marshmallow, bear's over there, bear goes from A to B. There you go. And you, being the director, camera guy, all your crew, you kind of just get what you get from A to B. Now apparently, I'm sure there's levels of bear training and all that stuff, but that's what we had, right? So we get the shot, worked out good, and then one of the big shots, the finishing shot we need, which you see in the spot, which now you see the spot where the bear's just walking. Oh, and that's another thing too. So I'm in the back of my buddy John, who is in charge of the jib arm. He's like literally right close to the bear because he's like, we're dipping down the jib arm, so the bear's walking by. And I purposely didn't show him any bear tragic videos before the shoot because, man, stuff goes bad with animals like that. So I didn't show him any of those videos, but he was the closest yummy morsel to the bear that you could possibly be at. He's like Mr. John, Mr. Morsel, right? But I didn't show him even the bad videos, so he doesn't know, right? Because, you know, when you don't know, you don't know. So he's really close doing the moves, and I'm in the back looking at the monitor and stuff, kind of pretending to direct this whole scene, which I am. And so, so finally we get that shot in the cage, and then we now move to the bronze bear, which you see in the very last spot right here. So that whole setup is a composite. Like, he never quite did that, and he never roared. They basically have a command where you just open your mouth, and the bear goes, oh, opens his mouth, right? But let me tell you, honey, that's no joke. Bears love honey. I saw it firsthand. Like 100% could tell you that they love honey. Why? Because he takes his honey on that bronze statue and goes squirt. And all of a sudden, this bronze bear is covered in honey, and the real bear comes licking honey off the other bear. Kind of weird if you ask me, right? Two bears licking honey, whatever. I ask no questions. So the bear's licking the honey. Totally awesome shit going down. I'm getting the shot, but you know what? I need, in my storyboard, it's not a bear. That's not the shot, bro. I can't have a bear licking another bear. It doesn't fit anywhere in the spot. It's supposed to be scary bear. So finally, we get him to go over here, but now he doesn't want to be so close. And now the bear's kind of been out and about for a couple hours. Bear's getting a little tired of doing things, you know what I'm saying? So the bear's getting a little attitude to him. And so my client senses this about the bear, and she goes, "Do we have the shot?" I go, "Hell no, we don't have the shot." And the trainer, this trainer has scars on him, dude. Like, he's got a scar here, a scar there. Like, he's got scars. And you're not gonna ask a bear trainer where he gets the scars from, because you know where he got the scars from, right? The freaking bear. So my client's like, "Oh, we got the shot, we got the shot." And I'm like, "No, we don't have the shot. We don't have the bear opening the mouth next to the bronze. We do not have that. We do not have this composition. We do not have, right?" But she's like, "I think we're good." And that I was asking the bear trainer, "Hey man, is Tonk, because that's his name, is Tonk good?" And he was like, "All right, okay, I think he's okay. I think he's okay." Oh, and another thing too, between the bear and most people, there's another guy with him, like a shock spear, man, and he was like always standing around, like he was gonna save the day. This 700-pound bear wanted to, like, you know, eat you. But anyways, so we don't have the shot. Client's getting really like nervous about the thing. I'm kind of getting nervous too, because this bear has changed his demeanor, right? Like, "Oh, I'm happy bear," whatever that, you know. Now the bear is not very happy anymore. He is done working. He has earned his money. He's got a belly full of marshmallows and a mouth full of honey, right? He's been paid, right? So we ended up letting Tonk go back to the trailer, and I ended up having a composite one shot of him opening, move the entire bronze bear over in After Effects, and put the whole shot that I wanted together. That was a pain in the ass. And the other pain in the ass was painting out the little teeny freaking electrical fence around it, right? That was a pain in the ass. Well, that was memorable. And that's probably one of the most fun commercials I've ever shot. And so now I'm a professional bear director, and if you want a bear, we can get you a bear, no problem. It just costs a little money. Just throw money at it and you just get what you want. And the client loved it, and in the end, PGA used clips of it, and you know, it still lives on today. And that is my bear story. Thanks.